Welcome to Reality Tea Times 2, the podcast where we discuss all the trash reality TV we love to hate. I'm Tanika, and today we are going to be discussing 90 Day Diaries episode 10. But before we do, let's do a quick announcement as well as, oh gosh, so announcement, Patreon, going strong over there. We have 3 tiers if you're interested in joining. The first tier is $3 Canadian, and there you will get these episodes free, as well as an AMA once a month. Hopefully more to come with membership. Next, we have the second tier, which is at $5 a month. There, you'll get everything for the first tier, as well as coverage from reality show of yesteryear. Right now, that is Jersey Shore, and we are on season 3. If you are interested in hearing anything, trying it before you go ahead and buy it, you can go to the main feed where there is bonus episodes covering the first episode of each season on the main feed. So you can do that. And then on the third tier, we have everything from the first 2 tiers, as well as a coverage of a true crime documentary. We have a backlog for that, which is completely available to you. And then this month's documentary was Lacey Peterson. So again, with that, there is the first episode of the documentary, because it is a 3-parter. There is the coverage of the first episode available to you for free on the main feed if you want to try that before you buy. And that is the same with all of the other documentaries as well. So you can definitely check that out if you're interested. Again, another perk with my Patreon feed is you can also try each tier for free for a week before committing to buying if you like to try that as well. So all of that is over at patreon.com/reality tea times 2, and the link is in the show notes. All right, guys, let's go into some hot goss. So this is thanks to Chitra. Chitra mentioned on her Instagram that Alien Dad is selling his house. Yes. And here's what she had to say. The one you watched on the show. If you want to experience Bigfoot or Alien, or want to get out from city life and move to nice little town, Cameron, Missouri, it's the time to buy his house. If you're interested, click this link or DM me for more information. And if you probably go to her Instagram, you'll see it. If you are interested in buying Alien Dad's house, it's great. So there's that. Okay, so this is in respect to the most recent 90 Day Diary, the last episode that we all watched with Tyree, Liz, and Kimberly. And this was actually from Liz. And here's what she had to say. I've received 2 main questions, and I could finally address them. 90 Day Diaries has finally aired. First, yes, I'm living my best dating life because she is no longer with her boyfriend. However, I'm taking this time to truly work on myself. I decided to part ways back in December and moved out on my own recently. Second, I can confirm the rumors of cancer. So I should have said a trigger warning. Trigger warning for cancer. I have it in my stomach, and it's been a long, exhausting year. I'm extremely tired all the time, but I have never been more focused on my health, and I make sure I surround myself with healthy friendships. I'm so focused on my daughter and what's best for us. I know there are many more questions, but I've been dealing with my own battle privately. Thank you to my 90-day besties who have been there from the start. The wow factors, they knew since day one. friendships really do blossom behind the scenes. I'd also like to thank Jasmine and Mike and Sarah. Um, Jasmine, because there is literally a picture here of Squim Mike. So, um, and I think Sarah is his girlfriend. Jasmine always checks in and offers any help she can. And listen, y'all, I don't want to hear fuck shit about the hate, okay? I don't, because this is all the time. Just want to say that, okay? All right. Um, because literally, I'm going off topic here, but literally where I got this, someone took Jasmine's face out of the picture by putting a clown over it. That's fucking disrespectful under the circumstances of what this is being discussed as. People need to grow the fuck up. I'm sorry. Like, I'm really upset about it just because, like, and I've been very vocal where I stand in all of this. I am not Team Gino and I'm not Team Jasmine. But at the end of the day, decisions were made by two adults. And at the end of the day, there's a child involved now. Let's move the fuck on. Anyways, let me continue this. Um, so yeah, Jasmine's always there and checks in, and she helped me. Sarah, who knew we would become such close besties here in the States, um, in this state, sorry. You and Mike spent New Year's Eve with me when I was all alone. Kim and Ty, I could honestly cry. Your support has meant so much to me. I love you both from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, I hope all is good with her. I hope she's, she pulls through and she fights this, and you know, I wish the best for her. Truly. All right, let's move on to a next piece of hot goss. And this piece of hot goss is going to be important for um for the podcast as well. If you remember a little show called Match Me Abroad, season 1 was great. It kind of happened because it was a first show type situation, and I was still very new with podcasts. I didn't want to do, like, I did do that without translation because it looked messy. That's why I did it for that one. But usually I like to see a show and see what the reception is before hopping into it. Match Me Abroad is coming, and I am covering it. And the second season is going to be airing on June 23rd. So there we go. Let's go on to the next piece of podcast. So, Bachelor alum Tyler Norris, if you remember him, has found his forever love with his fellow reality television personality, Alyssa Sheridan, who apparently was on The Voice. So, on May 14th, Norris let his Instagram followers know that he popped the question to Sheridan, who competed on The Voice season 9. The couple has been dating for over a year, E! News has reported. Norris's Instagram upload featured several images and videos of him proposing on a beach in New Jersey. Oh, that's who Tyler is. Tyler is the guy. Oh, okay. 'Cause I recognized him, but I couldn't remember which season he was a part of. So for those who don't remember, like I didn't, he was on Rachel and Gabby's season. He was dating Rachel. And this is the one where when she had the hometown, she didn't go to see his family. Like, she broke it off with him. That's before they got to that point. So that, yes, they had that look at their day thing. Right. And then she had the nerve to want to try something new with him on BIP. Ugh. Anyways, so in the caption of the post, Norris said that he had been wanting to ask his now fiance the big question since they began dating. Quote, "Well, I've been dreaming of this day since the day I met you. You're everything I could have ever asked for and for more and more, sorry. And how I get so lucky to meet you still doesn't make sense to me. I love you more than I can explain. Now let's do this damn thing, future Mrs. Norris." Sheridan responded to Nora's post in the comment section saying, still feel like I'm dreaming. A life with you is I'll ever need. I love you endlessly. Mrs. Norris has a nice big ring to it. So congratulations to Tyler. I don't know Alyssa. I don't know if I was watching The Voice at that point, and I've kind of fallen off with it lately. But yeah, congratulations to them. obviously, knowing Tyler, congratulations to Tyler. So that's that. Let's move on to the reason that we were here, and that is 90 Day Diaries. Geez, episode 10. And let's do a very, very, very quick update on Jenny and Sumit. So they talk about moving in, Jenny and Sumit. And she's like, what about the privacy? And this man, this I guess is the difference between cultures, but he's literally like, I think privacy is for depressed people. No, bitch. No, bitch. Privacy is for mental sanity. Anyway, she also says, like, can I even have like a rum and coke? I guess there's a no alcohol rule in his house. And she's like, no. I guess if you're going to have rum and coke, you have to have it elsewhere or sneak it. I don't know. She's like, I'm giving up on a lot. So the fact that she can't have a rum and coke is her giving up on a lot. That's and Summit's like, well, you're gonna have a best friend. Why would you not want to live with your best friend? I don't want to live with my best friend. Listen, Letitia is my best friend. I love her very much. No, I'm not gonna live with her. And she wouldn't want to live with me. No. So they do end up agreeing though to move in with his parents. Like I said in my last episode, there was no other choice. So then it's the vow renewal day. All goes well. It is what it is. Let's move on. Ashley and Manuel, we're getting an update on them now. We in Houston, y'all, for bodybuilding competition. Now, if anyone knew, we know she did this earlier, I think this year. Or was it last year? I actually don't remember now. I don't remember. But anyways, so yeah, we know she did this. And we're going to find out, like, how well she actually did. So the next day, she's getting ready. And Manuel, being Manuel, takes this time to say, listen, I don't want muscles on her. Muscles are for men. I don't want muscles on her. How misogynistic. But again, did we expect less? No. He says, muscles aren't sexy. Okay. That's how you really feel. And obviously, that's like, it pisses her off because she's here in a bodybuilding competition. She's here to display the work she's done. And for him to make it about his desires, what he finds attractive, this is not the place nor the time. And we almost can't find her little lanyard because she needs to, I guess, have this lanyard as proof that she's supposed to be a part of the competition. Manuel is slow getting to the elevator. They do find the lanyard, by the way. Slow getting to the elevator. Ashley is about to tear his head off because she's pissed. And I get it. I would be too. Manuel, why can't she just focus on, like, because this is my note. So he says that, he's supporting her in this, but like, he'd rather she focus on their relationship than focus on doing the bodybuilding. Well, why can't she do both? Listen, no one should have to just focus on one thing or the other thing. We should be able to focus on many different things. I'm a person who is in a relationship. I focus on my work. I focus on my podcast. I focus on my relationship. I focus on, many different facets of my life. And so does he. That's how it's supposed to be. I can't just expect him to focus on our relationship alone. Like, that's unrealistic when you're an adult, Anyway, so I wrote, like, why can't she focus on both? Both things at the end of the day makes her happy. And she fully says, like, she wants to continue bodybuilding. This is important to her. So anyway, she does the competition. She places, like, kind of like, beauty pageants. You gotta be in the top 10 or whatever it is, right? She placed in the top 8. Good for her. So she gets to go forward in the next days. activities. So proud of her. So that's basically that. Let's move on with Tiffany now. Tiffany's here with us. As we know, we're going to see her in On For Love as well. We have to literally sit through seeing her do microblading, and I'm like, why am I here? Why do I care? Anyways, besides that, who cares? She looks great. She's taking care of herself. It is what it is. Let's move on to sweet baby Daniel. But he's not a baby anymore, y'all. He's 14. When did this happen? How did this happen? Why did this happen? Sweet baby Daniel. And he, you know what, y'all? He may be 14, but he's still sweet baby Daniel. Nothing has changed. Oh, I love him so much. Did anyone notice, though? Carly's face is blurred, and we never see her. I suspect who is the reason for that. I'm going to say that's Ronald, motherfucker. Anyways, anyways, baby Daniel, he's just very insightful. But he too got burned by Ronald. And it's really sad because as an 8-year-old, he seemed to really love Ronald and he was really excited to have a father figure. And Ronald really fucked that up. He really did. And I feel really bad for Daniel for that. And he says, if you miss the red flags, don't worry. I got you. I want a child just like Daniel. So I'm crying. She's really lucky to have Daniel as her son. Like, oh, anyway, she goes to see her mom, who is now in a new relationship. It's very, very new. They've only been together for a few months. Anyways, his name is Greg. He has a pool, so Tiffany likes him. Anyways, that's it for Tiffany. There's not much else to say. Let's move on to the gist of my notes, y'all. And that's Caesar. So good. Anyway, so he's getting waxed, y'all. He's going to go get waxed at work. He's going to go get waxed for a blind date. What? Why? This man literally says it's a double blind date. So really, why? He's like, I just want to be prepared. For what? It's a blind date. Do you really think the girl is that easy? She's going to have sex with you at the end of the night? What is happening? He says, I haven't had sex in 12 years. Okay, 12 years is a long time. 12 years is a long time. Not me, not I. 12 years? Yike. But that's why he's so eager, y'all, because he hasn't been laid in 12 years. Anyway, so when he goes and gets like the wax, or gets prepared to get waxed, his employee, his coworker, is literally like, okay, well, you're gonna have to wear the robe. It's like this very pink satin robe. It's beautiful. So when he is lying down, getting prepared, my girl, all she's doing is putting the wax on him. And he says it hurts already. But it's because you have a lot of hair. And the wax is pulling the hair. Anyways, he says, will you warn me? Will you warn me before you take the hair off? And she's like, yeah, sure, absolutely. Nope. Literally do 3, 2, rip. He was not happy. It was literally reminded me of, you know, why does it sound come Steve Carell in 40-Year-Old Version? This was amazing. I was waiting for him to yell at Kelly Clarkson. It was great. And this part pissed me off. This part pissed me off. You wanna know why? Here's what happened. He literally says, I salute you women for doing it for us. Bitch, we ain't doing it for you. We do not get waxed for you. Not always. Like, and I mean, okay, I will shave if I know I'm gonna have sex, whatever. I don't always do it though. But at certain points in the year, sir, I am not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. So that's the thing. Like if, I'm shaving my legs or other parts, it gets to a point where I'm like, I'm doing it for me. I'm not even doing it for you. You get to reap the benefit. But 9 times out of 10, women don't just do it for you. We do it for us. And you get to reap the benefits. That is it. That is all. Anyway, the man can't even handle getting his eyebrows waxed. And that's like the easiest thing now. He didn't flinch more when she went like under, like near closer to the eyelid, which obviously hurts more. But I'm really like, I don't even flinch anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. I'm used to it. But it's just like, really? You can't even, big man, can't even handle getting your eyebrows waxed. Jesus. Anyway, he puts eye patches on the way to the date, like the ones that go under your eyelid, because he doesn't want to have, um, bags under his eyes. And I'm like, shouldn't he have done that, like, before? Because I don't think it happens that quickly. Anyway, he puts cologne on in the car too, which is, he wasn't driving. So I'm literally thinking, you're just gonna like put spray some cologne in this damn car while this person is driving. What if they don't like the smell of your fucking cologne? What if they're allergic? You're just spraying. These are the things I think about. But the way he did it though was amazing. He's like, you do this and you do this, and then he sprayed in the air, and then you just fall into it. Like seriously, again, guys, if you don't watch Diaries, I do implore watching Caesar. This was amazing. You just fall into it. So when he gets to the date now and he sees this girl he's on the date with, he's like, I know I like your tats, I like your tattoos. I got a normal one here. He doesn't have any tattoos, y'all. So he's being awkward already off the jump. He has got no tattoos. He got zero tattoos. Okay? He's like, I like to play video games and stuff, talking about his hobbies. Okay, great. And then he lays this out there, and I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I had my Japanese sex doll at one point, and I'm like, what the fuck? And this girl's like, oh, sir, sir, what are you doing? First of all, A, she's not Japanese. B, you don't know her if you're talking about anything having to do with sex. And C, even if you did, you do not tell people that you did. What? He says, no, I'm joking. Is he though? Is he? And plus two, wasn't his ex-girlfriend Asian? I think she was Japanese, maybe not Japanese, but I thought she was Japanese, but she was Asian for sure. Maybe don't talk about it being an Asian sex doll. Maybe don't do that. Anyways, would you go on a second date? He says. And she says yes. I would love to know if she actually did. I would love to know that. Anyway, that is it, y'all. That is it for this episode. And I still need to catch up on the other 2 episodes in terms of notes and stuff. I will say that we'll probably combine the 2 episodes just because Ed is very heavy in the second last episode, and I am not discussing him on this podcast. So it will most likely be combining both episodes into one for that reason. But yeah, we'll get to that very soon. In the meantime, y'all, you can stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to be starting Secret Lives of Modern Wives. I'm so excited. Okay. Anyways, that is it for me. That is it for this episode. So if you like what you heard, please rate, review the podcast on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Also, don't forget that you can also share us with everyone in your life if you really love this. And I do want to read those reviews. I'm definitely getting 5-star ratings, but I want to read those reviews. So send me those reviews and I will read those 4 and 5-star reviews on the podcast. Also, we're on every one of your favorite podcast apps. every one of them, including you can find us on YouTube at Reality Tea Times 2. If you want to connect with us, you can do so by going to either Facebook or Instagram at Reality Tea Times 2. You can also find us on Twitter, TikTok, Reddit at Reality Tea Times 2 Pod. We also have our email, which is at realityteatimes2 at hotmail.com. Definitely want to hear from you guys. And we also have our new website where you can listen to all of these episodes. You can review the podcast on there as well. You can connect with me in any way, all the stuff. It's all there. And you can find me there at www.realityteatimes2, all spelled out, dot podpage.io. It's there. And don't forget, I also have my other podcast with my friend Mikkel, Next Week Podcast, where we talk about all kinds of different topics. But you can find us on any of your favorite podcast apps over there as well. Or you can also go to YouTube and you go to Next Take Podcast, as well as our website, which is solo.to/Next Take Podcast. So yeah, there's that, and that's basically that. And again, don't forget, if all of this information is overwhelming, we do have all of the links, everything in our show notes. But that is it for now, guys. Thanks. Bye.